I think I'm on day 28 of this 100-day challenge that Higher Up Wellness talked about on Instagram. And if you've seen one of my other videos where I talked about it, the challenge is basically to speak to the camera in a single take, no editing, for at least 60 seconds, and then to post it. You could talk about whatever you want, but it has to be one take, and you have to do it for 100 days. I'm not as confident about Instagram and posting this where people I know are going to see it, so I've been doing it on YouTube, and my rule was 100 days, but the video has to be 4 minutes long. That's what I've been doing, and I'm on day 28, I believe, and I got to be honest, I'm running on empty. I'm in the middle of Ramadan. Ramadan's about to end, and if you don't know what that is, it's a month where we fast, dry fast from, I think, early in the morning. I don't know exactly what time, but nowadays we stop. You wake up in the morning, you can eat before 6 o'clock, and then you don't eat or drink anything until sunset. And we have 1 or 2 days left, and I'm personally I'm running on empty at this point. I'm trying to still show up. I think I almost failed the challenge yesterday. I felt like failing it today because I couldn't sleep last night. I had 3 hours of sleep, and I have been wondering what the point is. I don't feel different, which I don't know if I should feel different. I, at one point, was happy that I had consistently done a certain number of videos, and I'm on day 28 now, but I think the fact that I've not been putting in as much time to plan the concepts and do research or speak in a more articulate manner to some of the things that I've talked about is making me less motivated, and I'm probably on some level disappointed with myself because I kind of sit down and feel like I'm going through the motions at the end of the night just to get the videos out. And I think that that's probably not what he intended with the challenge. I think that there should be some more planning, and I've been making excuses that I'm tired and dealing with other stuff, and I tend to not give myself grace if the situation is tiring because I felt in the past that I was very spoiled and did not have high expectations of myself. So now I have been tired. I've had trouble fasting. There's several days where I didn't fast. I have been looking around for new gigs, new jobs. So I've been in the middle of fasting. I've had disrupted sleep. I've been kind of stressed about work and finding a new job. And all of that has made me pretty exhausted and even more tired. Been dealing with some emotional things, some family things, and I get frustrated with myself because I tell myself that none of this is an excuse to not not properly do the things that I need to do, such as these videos. But my friends who know that I'm doing it were giving me props and saying that, doing it at this point and still going is a big deal, or this, it's something to be proud of or to feel accomplished by. And I'm trying to wrap my head around that, and I'm trying to appreciate that in myself, but I'm also admitting that I'm exhausted. I'm 28 days in, I'm running on empty. I don't feel like anyone's really, I know that no one's watching these. I think the last 4 videos have 0 views. But this is more about building the habit. It's not about the views. So I'm going to keep doing it. I want to finish this. I feel like I haven't properly stuck to anything consistently for a very long time. So I hope I can hit the 100 days. And it is tiring today. The lack of sleep, my body being out of whack from fasting, the work stress, the life stress. It's gotten me to a point where I'm running on empty, and I don't want to quit, but I did want to quit. I didn't want to quit yesterday. I didn't want to quit today, and it's not that I wanted to quit. It was that I was too tired. I was going to let everything else kind of overpower what I needed to do, and sort of give in. But I'm not I'm not letting it, like, I'm not giving in tonight. I don't know if I will a different night, but tonight I'm not. And this video probably isn't going to do much in terms of bringing in anyone any value. It's more me venting, which also feels like filler, just to hit another day on the challenge. But it is what it is. Consistency, I think this is the part where if you're consistent long enough, in the beginning it's fun because it's novel. It's a new, whatever you're doing is new, and you enjoy the novelty of it. But there is always the point where you stop seeing results and it becomes a bit monotonous and tedious, and you just wonder what the point of it is. Like, why am I doing what I'm doing? What's the point? I'm not seeing growth. I'm not feeling any different. I'm not getting anything from it. And I think that at this point it becomes clear. It's become clear to me that I need to put more effort into what I'm talking about. I need to talk about things that I have a stronger understanding of. I need to deliver the message better. I need to plan these videos a little bit better. So I think consistency is important, but it's not just the consistency of doing something. It's also as you hit a level of consistency, you look back and you realize, oh, I need to scrutinize my work. I need to review my work. I need to review what I'm doing. I need to look back. Like, you're not just gonna do something a bunch of times and get good at it. You also have to look at where you could improve. And that's what it truly means to commit, I think. But I think I'm at a point where I'm realizing that, and I'm realizing that it's going to require more work. And I think this is where a lot of people can drop off. But I know that consistency is important. It's literally the thing that every single successful person says is what matters. That consistency is the only thing that matters. If you do something long enough, you will see success in it. And I'm not pitching this well. I'm not selling it very well because I haven't seen any success from this. I don't feel different. I think I'm a little bit better at speaking through my thoughts on videos and articulating myself. I'm hoping that happens, that translates to my interviews and my day-to-day life. But right now, it just feels like the videos are getting a little bit better, or I'm a little bit more confident and have a better flow when I speak and more energy. But I have not seen that translate over anywhere else. So, I'm talking about consistency and being burnt out and saying that consistency helps you get better. But at the same time, I don't feel like I'm getting significantly better at anything in a way that matters. And I'm at a point where I feel like I don't want to keep doing it. But I think that if you keep going, I think the whole point of it is to keep going. I think the whole point of it is to keep going, especially when it gets boring and monotonous and you don't feel like there's any progress being made. I think that is even more so when people quit. But on top of that, when you do get to this point, I think it's important to not just do the thing, not just perform the action, but to also review it and look at and plan around it and try to strategize a little bit more. That's what it is. Like, now it's like, be more strategic and be more tactful in whatever it is that you're doing, so that you can improve at a pace where you see results yourself. You see the incremental results of the extra work that you're putting in, and you're seeing the impact that it has. And I guess essentially what I'm trying to say is, like, if someone just plays basketball and they just play pickup games all the time, they can get really good. They can get really, really good. But then if you have somebody else who runs drills and reviews game tape and looks at the specific dynamics of their own game and understands how to improve upon it or fix it, that's how you get better and better. That's how they get better and better, right? You can get really, really good by just playing a sport. But if you look at what you're doing, where you could improve, what you're doing wrong, what you're doing right, how you can improve on what you're doing wrong, how you can further, also further improve what you're doing, or further hone what you're doing right, then you'll improve that much faster. So I think that just thinking out loud, that once you get to a point of once you're consistent enough that you get to the boring part, I think that's a signal then look deeper into your own work and what you're doing and scrutinize a little bit more and think like, where else can I learn? What else can I do to improve this? What else can I do to improve the skill? What area can I focus on? And I haven't done that with these videos. I really should do that and stop making excuses. So hopefully I can do that soon, and I start doing that soon and stop making excuses. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's that like consistency is good. It's what keeps you going. But when you get to the part where things start to feel boring and you're not seeing results, I think that's when you have to review the work and strategize a little bit more and become a little bit more tactical on improving your game. Because otherwise, I think you still do hit a ceiling. So I'm 28 days in. I'm running on empty. I hope that I can turn my schedule around and have a little bit more energy and structure to these videos soon. But I think on some level it is noteworthy for me that I've made it 28 days, because I think this is one of the few things that I've done for this long. I think there's a lot of things that I haven't made it to 28 days on, so at least that's something.